Hello, this is a session walkthrough of The Problem from my album VX1. Uh, and I'll be going through a little bit of the history of how this song came to be, and then just running through this pre-mix session, kind of going through the different parts that went into making it. Yep. So starting off, I guess we'll talk about the origin of this song a little bit in terms of like how I wrote it. It really started with with this like tagline and whole loop. Pretty much the here. So that is something that kind of like played with for a while when I was kind of going for walks and stuff, and I'd kind of like record that on my phone. So I kind of played with that idea a bit, and then this is like the first time I sat down at a computer basically and just kind of try to make a loop with it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I won't say anything. I won't say anything. Obviously, like the lyrics and stuff changed, and essentially, kind of when I went through this song, I started with that loop, and then for all the like most of the songwriting for this song is like it's just that loop. So it's really just like about the verses when I was like writing this song. So essentially, what I did is I just kind of the second version of this. Whoops! Once I got a little bit more of an idea of what it's gonna sound like, I kind of used piano in this case. And then I basically just like took that loop and just made a really long loop without any of the words in it, so I could write the verses because I knew I wanted the verses over that same loop. So then I just kind of come up with the words while I'm doing it. Like, let's get you out of the water, do I got? What's your favorite topic? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Can I do anything? Can I change anything? But essentially, then I kind of started moving it into the acapella world. And at this point, I think the only real big change that came after that is I got some advice from my friend Leanne about the percussion in that whole bridge section. That dun, da, da, dun, da, dun. Could I use the same percussion throughout the entire song? And she's like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored of that after a while. So that's when I kind of shifted it into like that different vocal percussion line. But really, like, the song is so built off of that loop that not too much changed throughout the whole process. It was kind of just sort of like it just wrote really quickly, I think. But yep, so that's kind of like how that song came about a bit. And then getting into the session, yeah, this is pre-mix, and there's not very much effects on it at all. There's like a few little things like a limiter or whatever to just keep the levels in check. Some compression going on the lead and whatnot, but it's pretty raw. This is like all edited, so like all the pitch correction and timing stuff is all fixed in this. But yep, so essentially there's like our vocal percussion, our bass hook is that and then we've got all our like pads and our leads and stuff. So kind of going through the percussion first. I think this one's not a drum machine. Oh, is it? I guess I did. Oh, I think I just used it for like kicks or something like that. That's what it looks like. Yeah. So this is my kind of drum machine of vocal percussion stuff. And this one I did want the percussion to sound more natural. So most of it I took a spit track loop. I don't know if I see it here. I wonder if I just removed it from here for some reason. But essentially, I just took like a whole loop, like a oh, I don't remember what the percussion line is, but and kind of split it up into different tracks depending on. So this was all one one uh, this was all one percussion line, and I kind of split it up manually, just cutting pieces, placing them. So it's kind of a more natural way to do it rather than using my drum machine, which I use on a lot of other tracks. So let's see. Yeah, so if we hear that. And I use the drum machine to kind of like fill in some kicks a little bit and just give it a little bit more kick. So all these are kind of like your different sounds. But it's all really coming from one loop. You'll notice that a lot of these have like their little loop sections, and that's just because that's just it's basically just a loop through the whole thing. I wanted to kind of feel like a sample almost, like a sample based kind of thing, almost like a hip hop song or something. I don't know. Let's see. The bass part is pretty simple as well. It's just a loop. The bass part kind of plays in. In this case, the bass and the percussion are not super related. It's really all about the bass group is kind of an extension of the main pads here, which kind of play throughout this song. Yeah, and you'll notice that we've got all of our main pads here, our stereo tracks with our hard pan left and right voices, and then that hook plays into that, and that's kind of like that main feel. And the hook is kind of a few different pieces. We've got our main melody line. We've got this AVB thing, which is kind of a electronically shifted thing. Yeah, I think this was actually sung in a different key, and I shifted it keys, and that's what changed it. And I kind of like, I think I might have printed it out to that. Yeah. So it kind of just feels a little bit like more of like something's a little bit different, a little texture there. And this is just a long thing, yeah, for the to give it a little bit more of a tail, since I don't do that tail in the loops themselves, right? Because there's no breath time, so. So it just gives it that little tail. Let's see. The lead is pretty straightforward. It's just a lead.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what
Dub
to
comes
say.
in at different times.
People are confusing. I don't think you're losing it.
To kind of emphasize different pieces. There's two lead dubs just because they overlap at different times. So like for this one.
People are confusing. I don't think people are confusing. I don't.
Oops.
People are confusing. I don't.
There. So again, it's that I wanted to keep that tail intact, which is why that's there. And AVA is just
I'm here to hear you, babe.
It's just again a little bit of emphasis, bringing it up an octave. I think the octave is a little bit underutilized at times, so I like to kind of use it to accent stuff when I can. Again, this is just more accent stuff. And that's just kind of a little bit for fun. Yeah. Let's see. And then all these harmonies are kind of.
I don't think you're losing it.
Everything here is very like based around those lyrics, because a lot of that stuff in the verse is very lead focused and everything's quite quiet, and I just want to bring out a few words here and there, and that's really about that. Let's see. When I get to the chorus, it's a bit more interesting, where we've got the chorus pads that come in. And you see there's a lot of looping going on with this too. And those cuts are intentional, and that kind of, I do that with the main pads too, actually. You'll notice where I cut it right there, and that's just, and it makes more sense if you hear it with the hook, where I just want to bring out that one note. So you can kind of hear that. Rest. This is just some direct harmonies on the bridge lead. Oh, maybe it's the. Oh, I guess that's just what the lead. Yeah, it's just what the lead's doing there. So this is a second lead that's kind of layered on top. It's just a loop thing. This song is kind of meant to be able to be done on a loop pedal, even though I haven't done a performance with that. And this is just another lead, and they kind of just layer on top of each other. There's not too much of a too much crazy stuff happening. It's the same chorus pad again that we played in the chorus. I don't know what's called a chorus pad. It's really just a pad that goes throughout the whole thing. But yeah, there's not too much else going on in this song. And that this line isn't really meant to be heard at all. It's just kind of like, it's just a little thing in the background. Oh, this seems like it's actually playing at the wrong time for some reason. I might have moved it by accident. I'll fix it later. But I don't think that's where it actually plays in the track. I don't know how it got there. Yeah, I mean, these murmurs are basically not really meant to be heard. They're just kind of there for texture. You don't really hear them very well in the track unless you're really, really listening for it. But yeah, it's just a little thing. I think that's pretty much most of the song. The song's not too complicated in terms of parts. Really, where the most is happening is in that first chorus. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Can I do anything? Can I change anything? I don't know what to say. 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 Can I do anything? Can I change anything? I don't know what to say. 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 But yep, that's pretty much the song. I mean, I guess there's like that bridge loop that's just a little bit different percussion, but I mean, it's all recorded the same way. It's just different loops. I guess this one's more of like a built from the ground up. Though some of these are clearly like different, like one-time loops that are not all from one take, that are split up like some of the other parts of the song. that's pretty much this song. So I hope some of this was interesting, and thanks for watching.